Okay, in this video, I am going to create a complex subdivision algorithm out of the simple algorithms that ship with Giraffe. So, first thing I'm going to do is create a rectangle, and that rectangle is going to be the driver geometry, the geometry upon which all other geometries hang. So I'm going to subdivide it by lots, and let's set the minimum inner area to 100, and then we can crank this down to like 16. Lower the side setback, increase the rear setback, and slightly increase that front setback. Okay, all right, that looks like a good subdivision. And at this point, you know, we've done pretty well. We know the number of lots, we know the footprint area, we know the building area, we know the total parcel area, but we can do a bit better. So let's add a grass verge around this geometry. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to come to the generative geometry page, and you can see here's my base geometry, that skeleton, and it's being converted into a subdivided lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another one, and I'm going to offset it, and I'm going to offset it with round corners, and I'm going to offset it, say, a 6 meter verge. And I'm going to split again, and I'm just going to return the geometry. I'm going to save changes. Okay, so you can see now I have 3 outputs, like the subdivided lots, an offset polygon, and just the output, like just the straight geometry. And you can see, if you look carefully, here's this black generated geometry, you can see the red driver geometry in there. And as I move the red geometry, all the generated geometry moves as well. So let's assign landscape to the output. There we go. You see my nice rounded verge around my skeleton geometry. And what I'm going to now do is take the output, and I'm going to set that to a feature planting, which changes its color. And that's really just a visual thing. And that color is not different enough for me. So in the usage editor, I'll go down to feature planting, and I will make it a bit darker. There we go. And now you can see the verge in the light green and the parcels in the dark green, and everything's connected. And I'm going to do one more thing. I am going to put some trees around the area. So I want to, you know, my cost planner said how many trees we're going to have to plant. And I'm going to tell them. So I'm going to take the offset poly. I'm actually just going to duplicate that. So I'm going to click again, and I'm going to offset the poly, and I'm going to offset the poly by, it was a 6 meter verge, so I'll put the trees at 4 meters, so just a bit closer to the road. And I'll save, and then I'll add one more transform in the middle, which is the trees, an array, and I'm going to save. And there they are. And now I'm just going to assign the usage tree to those, which makes them go green. And I'm going to say we're going to do a tree every 8 meters. Boom. We now have a really nice subdivision tool that does a nice verge. And we may go, you know, the verge is too big. The verge should come down to 5 or even 4. And we can do that. But I'm going to leave it at 5. And then we can save this, and this can become like a standard usage for us, right? It's this complex thing. So these children, it's this simple geometry, but it's got all these children, and so now we can, in the subdivision, these are looking a bit fat, so let's like lower them to lower the minimum, and then lower the target. That's a bit better. And now I can copy and paste these things around. And as I'm doing it, all the quantities that I need are being generated for me, which is super cool. There we go. And let's say in our little neighborhood, we're now just we're gonna put a park here. Ba-dum, ba-dum. And I'm just gonna turn it to simple landscape.